Welcome home, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. It is Thursday, May 25th, 4:33 p.m. here in the Arizona desert. So, as you may have noticed, I'm not getting these out every day, but working on it, working with an extremely new schedule. So, I will be getting these out daily, but right now they're a little bit sporadic. But we're doing one today, so let's check it out. Holiday weekend's coming up. We do have one more work day of the week, of course, that's Friday. But weekend's going to start sort of happening. So hopefully I'll get one of these out today, which I'm doing. And then, of course, Friday. And that'll be even better. Let's see how we are doing rolling into this holiday weekend. Let's see how things are going. All right. So BitcoinRelateView.com, of course, as always, got more for you there. All right. Looking at the crypto universe in squares, green and red. Not a particularly happening day in the market for crypto. But Bitcoin at least has not dropped below 26,000. We're coming in at 26,500. A lot of people I've talked to are kind of stacking some sats right now. We'll see how that goes. The market in general is very, very volatile. Some altcoins have definitely made massive gains today. It has happened. So we're in a very volatile time. Let's just keep on cruising through this. Low volume overall in the market. But also this does offer, especially versus Bitcoin, a great time to get into some alts that are going to make some nice gains for you. Looking at Bitcoin trading volume explicitly last 24 hours, 3.8 billion. That's pretty low. I'd rather see about 5 billion. It's up 7% only last 24 hours. That's, pretty low volume. I like looking at SHIB too. SHIB right now is 41 million in volume last 24 hours, down by 6.5. I like just looking at those two to get kind of a little composite of Bitcoin, of course, then SHIB. That's going to be our kind of shit coin of the comparison there. Just a good idea to see what that market's doing. SHIB's a good indicator, I think. All right. Last hour, as far as liquidations for longs and shorts for Bitcoin. Actually, no, we're seeing this as total liquidations. Yes. So total liquidations last 24 hours are in the crypto market are 338,000. That's not very much. So longs were 100,000, shorts were 237,000. So people are thinking the market's going to go down short term, but it has kind of wrecked them. Last 24 hours, we're only seeing 66 million. That's hardly anything. So definitely last 24 hours, people have not been trying to long or short very much at all. People have a lot of uncertainty, so basically the market is pretty stagnant. There have been some extreme shitcoins, like I mentioned, that have run a bit, which always happens at this time, but those are kind of one-offs, and those are for the hardcore crypto traders out there. Anyway, looking at the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P 500, Dow, I do believe the market's closed. Yes, Dow closed 0.11 down. NASDAQ, actually closed 1.71 up. Not bad at all. S&P 500 managed to close at 0.88 up. So in general, that's not a bad day in the market. And one of the things that I think may have driven that is, I honestly don't know, but NVDA lost its dang mind today. I've kind of been wanting to do a traditional market long on NVIDIA for a couple of weeks. And now I'm like, yeah, I guess my intuition was right. I just didn't do it. But NVIDIA, of course, they make GPUs. Also, they make a lot of chips. And it does seem like for whatever reason, their stock has been on fire recently. So NVIDIA today up 24%. That is really not a usual thing for a S&P 500 stock. So something got crazy today in the world. NVIDIA doing quite well. I haven't seen any headlines as to why. I've seen it referenced, but not as to why did it happen. Looking at, okay, so this is 15-minute chart over the last, going back like the 23rd here on this side. So as you can see, we've been stepping down, dump, dump, dump. Gradually, we kind of have an upwards channel going right now. Very, very short time frame, but still watch out because we're stepping down and gradual uptrend. We'll see what happens in general. Every time we step down, we're seeing way too many longs get wrecked. I'm seeing low volume right now. This is definitely a time when bulls, basically, when the whales, the bulls and the bears, really, the whales. This is when the whales have the opportunity to really affect the market. So be careful because they can push it up, they can push it down. It's easier for them to push it down. So watch out. If you're long and shorting, be careful if you're using leverage, especially. So with that said, looking at the top 20 exchanges, let's refresh this. In general, right now, most of the top 20 exchanges for crypto are all in the red as far as spot trading volume. Looking at derivatives, basically longs and shorts with leverage. Binance, where the big volume is at 33 billion. That is not much. So basically, we're seeing a pretty flat market right now. Bitcoin coming in at 26,491 by this metric. Looking at the top 100, all in the red, basically, or a couple in the green, except for whatever this is, Maramuri, NFT, whatever that is. Something gives me a feeling that this is an unbridled shitcoin that pumped today. I've never heard of it. Maru. We'll check it out before we're out of here. Maru. We'll see what that actually is. Let's look at a coin market cap real quick here. And I want to look at that. Maru. M-A-R-U. What are you, Maru? NFT. What is this thing? Well, looking at the last, day, it's been on the move up. How about last 7 days? Yeah, steady climb. Last month, whoa! So whatever this thing is, it's been making some. How about last year? Yeah, okay. It's people who were early adopters got it. This is nice. This is somewhat predictable too. I did not. This was not on my radar. Okay, here's why. It's a mega shit coin. Well, why I say that is it's on PancakeSwap and OpenOcean, which is an NFT marketplace. So PancakeSwap, yeah, this is not on any major exchanges. But I'm telling you what, if you were rolling into this thing a while ago, you definitely made some cash. So Maru NFT, for you guys who play the extreme shitcoin game, you pulled it off. Amen. That one made you some money. So anyway, top 100 in general are kind of in the green. I'm sorry, kind of in the red. Axie Infinity is doing pretty good. AXS coming in like 4% up. Other than that, in general, pretty flat day in the market for the top 100. Looking at longs versus short bias for Bitcoin explicitly on Binance, 68% long, 31% shorts. People think we're going to continue up. We'll see how that goes. All right, let's look at some charts. Now, I'm not going to even dig too deep because basically we're hitting this holiday weekend. We got low volume. One of the big things to look at here on the daily chart, the Bitcoin is right here. The MACD tried to rally, didn't make it. Tangents towards the negative. We are way down here below the heartbeat. We are in kind of negative territory for the MACD. We're trending down right now. Unless this tangent turns up on the daily pretty steeply and begins to really make some moves, I'm going to just kind of chill. Where it's a holiday weekend, my guess is we're going to see low volumes. Who knows what, as far as the crypto market, who knows what shenanigans will happen this weekend. It's a holiday weekend. The world's crazy. So I pretty much am just holding my hand, holding my cards close to my chest, basically. Unless I see some really great plays, I'll be on the sidelines until we get a better confirmed uptrend for Bitcoin. Although, of course, volatile days like this, low volume days like this are a great time for to be watching things like that Maru NFT. This low volume choppy stuff is really good for, like I say, extreme shitcoins running against Bitcoin, especially buying them with Bitcoin or buying them with ETH. It can be a really, really good play. It can make you some serious Satoshis. But anyway, right now, Bitcoin is just pretty darn dismal. I'm going to fire up this chart right here like this. Let me pull some time in here. Going way back to March of 2020 when we visited the 3K range. This Fibonacci sequence has worked quite well for quite a while. And we did spend our time down there at the 786. We've made a run, bounced, basically retraced, bounced the 200 moving average, very important, the white one there. We've been hanging out in the 618 golden pocket. We've broken out. Now we're back at the bottom of it once again. So let's just see. I think it's really important to me personally by the chart before I would say that Bitcoin is a long. I want to see that MACD tangent turn positive and the MACD cross the signal above. Now basically the blue cross the red, boom, and start moving up. And I want to see Bitcoin make a strong move off this 0.65 Fibonacci level, which is right at 26,594. And then, of course, top the 618 pocket, basically the 618 itself is right around 28,961. So really, I mean, we'll see what happens. It's a low volume weekend is kind of my prediction, not financial advice, but I'm just saying kind of a low volume weekend. So if I was going to do anything, I'd probably be short, to be honest with you. It's an important time. We'll see what happens. We really want to hold this 618. We really want to hold this this level here. Bitcoin's kind of been sticking to it, bouncing off it. Let's see if we can hold it. Right now, I do notice, really, it's why I kind of drew this here. You can kind of see that we are in a bit of an upwards channel. So I could definitely see Bitcoin possibly visit the bottom of this channel again. But really, more likely than I am to short right now, I think I would wait for something kind of predictable to happen, which would be with this low volume, is that we actually come down and we hit the bottom of this channel and then we bounce. And when I see that move coming, that's when maybe I would get in. I'd be watchful to make sure we actually break above that 618. And then I would see what happens from there, especially as we go into the new week. We'll see how it kind of rolls. This is a daily chart, so it might take a while to get down there, or it might just be a long wick. If I was to pull in a 4-hour chart here, let's look at this in 4 hours. There's a 4-hour chart. How's that look? Yeah, you can kind of see it happening there too. So nice upwards channel. We'll see what happens. Right now on the 4-hour chart, we're below the 200 moving average, and that's not so great. You really want to be above that. At least the daily's holding above that, but the 4 hours below the 200 moving average there. That's pretty darn weak. How's the MACD looking though? MACD on the 4-hour chart though is beginning to definitely turn positive. We'll see how that goes short term. Definitely has some positive action there. Look at the MACD on the 2-hour. How's that look? It's already positive on the 2-hour. 2-hour is a great immediate price action to really a great indicator at a great time frame. The 2-hour chart. If that's looking good and the 4-hour starting to shape up, we might be seeing a bit of a rally. So there you go. It's kind of a hard, in my opinion, a little bit of a hard market to guess right now. So I myself this weekend, until we either do visit the bottom of this channel and we find a good bounce, we find indicators turning up, make a move off that. I'm probably going to just hang to the side. Let's look at the hourly chart. How's that looking? Yeah, hourly chart. Yeah, MACD is beginning to show a little upwards trend, but we're still below the 200 moving average. Really, what I want to see is the hourly and the 45-minute chart get above that 200 moving average. And so I'm gonna set an alert really for the 45-minute and the hour chart to break above the 200 moving average, and we'll see what happens, because I think either we're going to lose this upwards momentum that we've had with a low volume weekend and visit the bottom of this channel, and the bottom of this channel is right around horizontal array. It's right around 24,139. So I might have like a limit order in at 24,200 and see if that fills. Hopefully not while Bitcoin plummets past that to, but I might make a little play like that and see if I can catch this a nice uptrend. I would log in when I saw that buy happen and see how things are going. If I want to keep it or dump that play right away. We'll see what happens. But anyway, sorry, this little trend line here is kind of janky looking. I mean, my little guess is kind of janky looking there. But really, I think that's what we're looking at this weekend. It's either going to be, like I say, visit the bottom of that channel, or we're going to actually continue to move up from where we're at right now. But right now, I'm not seeing anything that truly gives me confidence of what's going to happen either way. Although, like I say, 45 minutes and hourly are below the 200 moving average, and the how is the 4-hour doing? Yeah, 4-hour is below it also. So really, we're kind of in no man's land. Let's see what happens. One thing I'll try to do is come on tomorrow and bring up some nice alt trades that might be happening that day, especially if we're continue to be low volume. That's going to be great trades against Bitcoin, especially with some alts, and I'll have those lined up, and I will present those for y'all. Anyway, I just wanted to mention, thank you for being a Bitcoin Truth Seeker. Let's watch this before we check out here. It's 15 minutes. This is my idea of a crypto truth seeker right here. You can't see it very well. That's actually two little kids. They got caught up in the water One of these two operators do. They run out there and and you grab that one. Okay, I got this one. And they saved them. And that's what life's about. So we got a beautiful weekend coming up. Everybody do enjoy. I'll try to go on as many times as I can and, bring forth some good plays that might be happening this holiday weekend. And I did want to mention NVDA on the way out. This is insane. I mean, it opened today. I mean, look at that gap. That's insane. Now, of course, it ended up dying. It ended up having a red candle because it had a big sell-off, which is absolutely fine. That makes sense. But that's insane. So NVIDIA, made like 25% today, then retraced a bit and closed with a red candle, to be expected. But that's insane. To open with a gap like that and run like that, it was in a healthy place. The MACD was looking good. And this is the power of the MACD. You can see that tangent was just starting, before this run happened. So like I say, when that tangent turns positive, especially when you get the signal, the blue crossing the red, especially when it's down here, that's an important moment. So you can kind of see that the MACD lags a little bit, but people who kind of got in right here on that beautiful MACD cross as it was coming up from below the heartbeat, and they just hung out, they just made some serious cash. They've been doing quite well. So NVIDIA is doing well. We'll see if it continues from here. I have no idea why it cranked like that today, but for you NVIDIA people who saw this, who are in this trade and were kind of watching it, amen. That's quite a good trade. And with that said, that's about it for the day. Like I say, thank you for being a Bitcoin truth seeker this weekend. Remember what matters. Help each other. Be kind. Be heroic. Be like these two operators. They could have gotten killed, but they didn't really care. They did what is right. So if you're stacking those Satoshis, I think that you're definitely an optimist. And it's a strong statement that you believe in a beautiful sci-fi future for humanity. And you're going to make it happen. So keep stacking those sats, because every single Bitcoin Satoshi you own, it just pisses the globalists off, So have at it.